All right, YouTube world, can you hear me? Can you hear me out there? All right, let's see if this works still. All right, I think I remember how this all works. Hello, world. Welcome to an AngryRagtimer live stream. We haven't had this in some time. And welcome back to Railroader. So I am here with General and Mr. CSAM from WCRs over here hanging with us too. Good evening,
Howdy.
gentlemen.
Howdy
How's it going?
And do let me know if anything needs to be adjusted or anything, because literally just kind of threw this together here. Figured we would try streaming again and see how it all goes. So, you know, why the frick not? But good to see a lot of familiar faces here. And here comes the train.
This is Tweetsy 190 on a budget.
Pretty much. So, welcome to Railroader. It's been some time. Hope everyone's been well. I've been incredibly busy and finally have had a chance to live and not die. So, there you go. And, General, why are you stopping?
Because I didn't want to hit that switch at 30.
Oh, well, that's fine. So, anyways... good to see a lot of people. JSJ, thank you for gifting the 5 memberships. I hope that still works as a function. I don't know. It might not. We'll find out. You don't have to test it, but we'll get it figured out here. And CSAM, the mod pack is loading for you slowly, but it is taking its sweet time. So anyways, welcome. We're currently playing on a rather new save where we kind of threw together some mods that a few of our friends have, and then a lot of public stuff. And just before we went live, CCM said, hey, we've got new toys for you to play with. So we have, with the release of Lego's Better Steam, we have some 2662 tanks, and then we have the M2, the 2680, which, frankly, I don't know all that much about because I live in narrow gauge world, but I have ridden the Black Hills Central Railroad, so I do know a little bit about these Malay tanks. So, CCM, since you know more about this than I do you want to explain about these, at least in a basic form?
I can, yeah. So the 2662 tank engines were created by Marquette Creations. They're the ones that just recently released that gigantic 21 locomotive deep engine pack. These had been, and I'm not going to speak for Marquette, but these had been on the back burner for quite a while, awaiting some form of articulated support. And the long and the short of it is that about 4 or 5 months ago, maybe a little longer, we as a group, Lego, myself, and a few other people kind of just sat down and went, well, hell, you know, we don't know when the developers are ever going to get around to it. We've got all these models sitting around. We might as well figure out how to make it work. So Luna got these in good shape. I know Luna wants to do some more with these. One version is a compound locomotive, and the other is a simple. Now, the compound locomotive has the functionality. There is a keybind for it, and there is also a In your inspection menu for the locomotive, there is a box on the compound variant that allows you to switch between compound and simple mode. For those that are a little unfamiliar with what that means, a simple articulated locomotive is going to feed steam to both sets of cylinders directly from the boiler after going through the throttle body, superheaters, etc. A compound locomotive will feed steam first to one set of cylinders and then to a second set of cylinders. It uses the steam twice. But what the simpling valve does is it, particularly when starting a heavy train or starting on a grade or whatever, it allows you to feed high pressure steam into both sets of cylinders. Now that typically you didn't do that for very long because you'd run your boiler pressure down in a hurry. We've kind of compensated for the fact Railroader doesn't really have steam sim by just adding a modifier that increases your fuel and water consumption whenever that valve is open. And it works pretty good. You've got your when the locomotive's in simple mode or you're running a simple articulated, you'll hear 8 chuffs per, or 4 chuffs per revolution on 2 sets of drivers. The front couplers, the rear couplers all swing with the locomotives. That was an issue we had early on with the articulated, but thanks to Lego and Danny and Green Ninja and a whole bunch of other people that all work together, there really ain't a problem we can't overcome because it's a Unity game. You can basically make it do whatever you want. These engines are really nice. I like them a lot, particularly for logging operations. They hold the rail good. They pull like hell, and they sound neat. They look neat.
Damn right.
The M2, on the other hand, it's got an interesting story to it. I don't know if I can't see what your camera's on.
Yeah, I'm currently on the smaller of the 2 tanks. Let me switch over to the M2 here. Give me 1 second.
No worries.
Now we're heading over, if my game does not freeze. There's a lot going on, and my frame rate is dropping, but we'll make it work. We will make it work.
Gotta love it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Railroader.
I'm all the way over here, and I'm still.
I hope we get some optimization updates. I'm
Okay,
sure they're working on it.
I'm on the M2 now.
All right, so the Great Northern M2 is really a story in steam locomotive development. Long story short, the Great Northern Railroad bought into a program that the Baldwin Locomotive Works developed early on in the 20th century, which was essentially that a lot of these railroads had old tired 280 consolidations and other engines. And what they did is they came up with a program like, hey, everybody loves articulateds. These things are good, particularly compounds. But not everybody really wants to afford the cost with buying an entirely new locomotive. So what they did is they said, all right, we'll sell you the front engine set and a kit to convert your locomotives over to these articulated engines. Now that went so well for the Great Northern that they actually ordered a batch of locomotives that were just built like the engines the kits turned them into. And that's what we got. We got the M1s. They were built as compounds. The M2s are the simplified variant of that. They feed high pressure steam to both sets of cylinders. It's got a Bell Pair firebox on it. In service, these engines had both Square and Vanderbilt tenders. Iowan wants to get the Vanderbilt tender done eventually, but it's got some other projects going right now. These engines were very, very notorious for riding like a bucking bronco. In service, they really only went about 20 to 25 miles an hour because, as one engineer put it, when you took the engine above 25, he couldn't even keep his shoelaces tied. And honestly, I'd believe it. But they're neat engines. This was they weren't the only railroad that had the 2680 or 2680 wheel configuration. The Southern Railway had, I think, 3 of them. The Great Northern, as I said, they had quite a few. And there were other railroads that had them, but they're definitely not very common. But this engine,
the Southern might have actually used theirs in pusher service, if I'm not mistaken, on like the Salutigrade.
they did, and believe it or not, I have a book on I have a book on the Murphy branch, and there is a oft-told rumor that they may or may not, the Southern's 2680s may or may not at one point in time have been tested on the Murphy. But traditionally, they lived on the Appalachia division. Yeah, the Great Northern really liked these things, and then all of a sudden they didn't like them too much, and they converted a few of them into 07 Mikados. And they didn't really do much to the boiler. They just jacked the whole locomotive up and shoved one beefy 282 frame underneath it and turned it into a Mikado.
As you do.
Iowin's already chomping at the bit to do that one. He wants to make the big beefy Mikado, which, as big of a Mikado as that would be, the Great Northern had one bigger. They had the 08, which I think was the largest Mike ever built. Yeah, these engines are very funky, very quirky. This engine generates over 100,000 pounds of tractive effort. I think it's at like 105 or somewhere in there after he got done wiggling the numbers. In game, it costs $50,000, so it's not cheap, but this is an engine that you can put it on a heavy train and then not really worry about it getting over the road. It'll be fine. Not to plug another mod or anything. For those of you that are used to like the C&O T1 mod, this engine does not have the horsepower to roll the same kind of speed. Like with the T1 or the Berkshire that's in game, you can kind of use momentum to ride over the grades and so on, and use that to kind of help you up the hill. This engine not really going to be. It doesn't have the oomph to do that. But what it will do is it'll sit on about 2,000 tons and go right over the railroad and be just fine. And sound really cool and look amazing while it's doing it. So,
I mean, it looks amazing just from the little bit of light running I've been doing here in the yard. So it is impressive, that's for sure. And I know, as someone who has admittedly not been following Railroader as closely as I used to, and now trying to get back into stuff, it's really impressive what's happened over the past couple of months with new locomotives, new other things happening, and it's really impressive what Marquette and Creations and all of their, all the associated people are doing. So kudos to that. It's awesome. And yes, JSJ, it is working as usual. And Barrett Howe, good to see you. Min Metal Mike, good to see you. Railfan Loy, hello. Bandon, it's been a while. Delio Parks, I probably mispronounced that. Adrian J, Nick, hello. I do plan on streaming more in the future. No more of this I disappear for 3 months stuff. So probably back to somewhat of a regular once or twice a week streaming. So hope you guys will join as we get back into this. And we may not play just Railroader, might be some other stuff too. But the train bug, now that I'm not running trains in real life, is very real. But, we'll do that. I'm going to grab the 110 here, our lovely Black Hill Central Railroad 2662, which I appreciate so much, the fact that there's a default Black Hill Central skin on this engine.
Oh, yes.
It makes me happy. And we're going to go ahead and do what we usually do and go do a little logging run real quick, and then we'll do some switching and some other stuff down here East Whittier.
There may be a cold drag at some point.
Yeah, we're working on a cold drag right now. Right now, General's taking stuff up to Kirkland to drop off, so that way it'll actually start producing coal. We've got a lot of hoppers up there already. So.
This is such a pretty locomotive. I love it so much.
And, hey, Lego Trainman's here in the chat. Hello, Lego Trainman. Thank you for what you've done for Railroader. And I mean that honestly. I don't mean that be like patronizing, just like, oh, there he is, I'll say something. Like, this stuff's awesome. So.
Now you got to tell him to go to bed, take a nap. He needs a nap after all this.
I'll let you tell him that, Sam. But,
go take a nap. Go take a nap.
Go take a lie down. Your back needs it.
From carrying the weight of Railroader. Honestly.
Lego's been working very, very hard, and he deserves a lot of credit, and really the rest of the community does too. Just it's everybody's stepped up to fill the community's wants. Really, it's really cool to watch. It's awesome.
All right, time to play. Will this switch kill me?
Yes.
I'm just trying to make sure I don't go full tilt into the engine house right now.
Okay. And it seems like Dropbox is going to be the one that uploads this faster. So, again, CSAM, as soon as I have this, I'll send you the link. My computer's decided that it's going slow.
All right, I'll come on down to the cabbage patch and start raising cane.
Oh, boy. You know, I forgot about the cabbage thing until just now when everyone's like, the cabbage Mothman is back.
The cabbage Mothman.
Yeah, like an obscure joke from like a year and a half ago now. Something like that.
I'm telling you, Marquette wants to put cabbage stacks on some of these engines.
I would not be opposed.
I would also not be opposed.
Yeah.
Look, I have a soft spot for cabbage stack locomotives, maybe because I have a personal bias because of arch lumber, but I like the cabbage stack.
And Nevada County Railroad fan, thank you for joining the train crew. Yes. Yeah. No, what's the and Alexander, thank you for the $10. And Alexander Beck saying, here's some money, Angry. Oh, and hi, Sam.
Hi, Alex Beck. Hi.
I guess since I've been away for so long, I can at least tell people what's been going on. Because there's been a lot going on.
Like, hi, Sam. Hi, Angry. No love for the general.
Look, everyone loves the general. You're the one who does those flooring commercials, right? Or the insurance commercials, right?
Hold on. I have that actually, and I hate that I have it. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is.
No rate you can get online. Go to the general and save some time.
There you go.
There you go.
We all love
Happy
the
now?
general. All love
Yes.
the general. But everyone has probably wondered what the hell happened with Angry's Garden Railroad. He tried to live stream running a live steam engine like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it failed miserably because the internet in my backyard sucks ass. As of about 11 o'clock this morning, all the materials for the Garden Railroad are physically on property. So all of the block, all of the things that the contractor that's going to build it is ready to go. And they returned from being out of town on Monday, so I should know probably by Tuesday when this thing's going vertical. So expect Garden Railroad updates in the imminent near future because we're going vertical. And it's no longer a talk of when is this going to happen, if it's going to happen, it's happening. Oh, and the turntable's here.
Happening?
Well, hell, Angry, if the railroad's going vertical, aren't you going to need a cog rail to help get up that hill? Or are you turning it into an elevator?
You know, the funny thing is I actually found a live steam cog locomotive.
He did! It was on eBay. It was the strangest looking thing, yes.
I think it's still on there, actually.
Okay, I need to see that.
It should be an F-scale chat. Check that.
Go look.
Yeah, I don't know how else to describe it other than it's an abomination against God and all that is holy.
I think it's awesome.
But it looks so jank. I don't think I'll be able to pull a picture up of it, but
It's sold, but man, I would have bought that. That is incredible.
It's like I think it was based off of like either a German or a Swiss prototype. I can't tell you which.
Well, the red frame tells me German, but I mean, could be just cosmetic.
Send the link and I'll put it in the
have-
chat, or someone could drop it in the chat because I can't find it offhand.
Oh, I got it.
But
Gotcha.
yeah, it actually had like the whole rack and pinion set in the middle of the frame, and it was awesome. It said rare on the listing, I'm pretty sure, and I can understand why.
Made by Regner.
I don't. Never heard of them. Oh, it's got slide valves, like actual slide valves.
It's very, very detailed for a little scale locomotive.
Is that's G gauge, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Damn, I could have run that on my. I've got some of that LGB track that they sold for their cog railway stuff.
Wait, they sold
man.
cog railway stuff?
Yeah, LGB made little German electric things, and then they also made steam engines.
Oh, yeah,
were,
that's right. I forgot about that.
I'll never forget.
Well, if you go to Epcot, they do have some of the rack track on their layout there, and I think the
Really?
trains actually use it. Yeah.
Huh.
You know, there was at one point a cog railway, a cog railway not too far from where I am. Wasn't a very big one, but it did exist. It was it was more of a tramway, I guess you would call it, for a defunct amusement park called Ghost Town in the Sky.
Wait, they had a cog railway? I thought
Yeah,
they
they
had
did.
a railway. I didn't know it was cog.
Well, they had the railway that ran around the park, and then they had a cog railway that would get you up to the actual park itself. Because your options were pretty much either take the cog or take the sky lift up.
Gondola thing, yeah.
Nice.
I never really got the full story as to what happened to that place, but it's kind of unfortunate. Because I remember it was really cool.
Yeah, I just watched. Is it Expedition Theme Park that had like a good video on it or something?
I think so.
I love that channel.
I need to go back and watch
Or
that.
Expedition Distinct. And Hatfield Course, welcome. Glad to have you here. All right.
Because I have like vague memories of going there, because I remember seeing like showdowns in the street. I remember roller coasters. I remember the train. I remember the cog. Because right across the street from it is Maggie Valley snow tubing, where every year they set up a giant snow tubing ramp.
Oh, yeah. Okay. The Ghost Town. It's. I'm gonna paraphrase it. Right. It did well, and then it died, and then an old lady bought it, and she tried to get it going, and then they were gonna turn it into a Jesus park, and then that didn't work, and now. Like, they had a mudslide, and it washed out the road, and it also took out the main water supply pipe that was like laid under the road. You know how that works. So
Yeah.
the park had no water, and it was a mess. I will tell you something funny though. One of the big things that killed that park is they had a chairlift malfunction.
Oh,
And so you've heard about that, right?
Yeah, I think so. Rings a bell.
So the day that happened, myself and my family were actually at the park, and we were about to get on the chairlift, and I decided that I wanted to ride the scrambler, which was like right next to the entrance to get on the chairlift, and we went and did that, and then by the time we came back out, keep in mind, no waiting in line. It was a 1.5-minute ride. By the time we got back out, the chairlift was stuck. So I could have lived through an event. But I did not.
so close.
Instead,
I mean, it just got stuck, didn't it? It's not like anyone got hurt on it.
No, but they had to do like highline rescues because they couldn't get it unstuck. So they had to like, I don't even remember how they did. I just remember like watching the fire department lower people down from like however high it was. It seemed like a million feet.
I remember that now. Yeah.
And it nobody got hurt that I can remember. Maybe they did. I don't. That was forever ago, and I was, very young.
Chafing from the harness.
Yeah, that. And that park, number one, it's like next door to Dollywood, geographically speaking. Two, I mean, it's on top of a mountain. There's no room to really expand. They never had enough money for good rides. I mean,
yeah,
it was a really nice park, though. I loved the gunfights.
I did. I did too. I was very big into the cowboy thing as a kid, because Tweetsy and all that. I think that's part of what really kicked it off. As a matter of fact, I'm still kind of into the cowboy. I'm on a bit of a cowboy kick again right now. But I always thought it was really cool going there. It just was a shame of what happened to it.
Yeah, and one of my favorite memories. So I got into cowboy music thanks to Tweetsy, because Riders in the Sky cut a Tweetsy Railroad album, and I wore that CD out as a kid. But then I realized, oh, these guys did other things, and that kind of shaped my musical preferences. Tweetsy's a really cool place. And Ghost Town, there really ain't a whole lot of places you can go anymore and get that weird 1960s theme park vibe where we're gonna have gunfights in the street every 45 minutes to entertain the crowds.
So
just can't find that anymore.
So even Tweetsy now doesn't even do that, unfortunately.
I remember the Grand Canyon Railroad used to do that when before you boarded the train.
Oh yeah.
In Williams.
But Tweetsy used to have the whole show. They still have the show of where you got the cowboys and stuff on the train. But they would have cowboys and Indians. They'd have people dressed like Indians mounted on horseback that would come attack the train. You had train robbers. You had the soldiers at the fort. All that sort of stuff. Gunfights, gun tricks, all that kind of stuff. And they got rid of the Indians during COVID. And last time I went there, the cowboys didn't even unholster their pistols. So it just is not the same.
Nah. I mean, when we went... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, they've also gotten kind of expensive, too.
Yeah, $60 for the theme park to go basically ride a train and kiddie rides.
Exactly.
Which is why you build friendships with people who work at places, folks. No, kidding.
Yes.
Kidding. But actually, that's how I got in last time.
They do have really good fudge, though.
Talking about Tweetsy?
Yes. They have really good sweets.
Well, I don't
their gift shop's also pretty
angry.
good. I definitely didn't copy some of the items from their gift shop for the East Broad Tops.
Definitely not.
I definitely didn't reach out to the company that made their wooden model train models and also got ours made from the same people.
Wait, East Broad Top has official wooden
Yeah, we have wooden
now?
trains. Yeah, like the ones that are like the Thomas and Brio. We have EBT 16 models. That
I've seen it.
I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I gotta have that.
EastBroadTop.com/store.
You can blame Tweetsy for Dollywood's existence, and I often find it funny that all of Dollywood's passenger cars ride on East Broad Top hopper car trucks.
Wait, do they actually?
Yes, they do. Where they came
I didn't
from.
realize that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Look, all I must say is, I need an investment of $1 billion, and I will bring back the actual Tweetsy.
I think you might need more than that, but $1
billion to start. We can rebuild starting at Bryson.
All we need is one guy with the power of Tism stop embracing cars and start embracing trains, and everything will be fine. Well, he's got to do a lot more than that, but you know what I mean.
There's a multi-step process here. You just kind of glazed over like step 1 to 100.
Step 3,
But,
question mark.
yeah.
Step 4, profit.
Yes.
Yeah, listen, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Yeah. You know, I do feel bad. I was literally right next to the Tweetsy. General can confirm. He was with me when we were basically right next to the Tweetsy, and I did not go to the Tweetsy.
That's okay. You wouldn't have seen Tweetsy.
No, you can see Tweetsy. She's just
in pieces right now.
Oh, she's a 420 right now.
We don't know that. It could have changed. It might be a 240.
No. I can confirm it is currently a 420 right now, and it's just sitting on a itty bitty little shop truck on the underneath the firebox.
What, do you have like a
It's
live
kinda
stream camera to Tweetsy's office?
I can neither confirm nor deny any such details of any such cameras existing in any such places.
Nice. By the way, I'm about to come back down through East Whittier, and Sam, I have good news for you.
Hooray!
You're about to get a link to the past.
Oh boy. Okay, I'm a link to the past.
A Lincoln Park?
Link to the Back to the Future? Oh.
Link to the past, he says.
All right, I am coming back down the mountain, running Tinder first because I'm cool like that, and I definitely am not too lazy to use the turntable.
It's literally a turntable right there and another engine, too.
Details.
Details, schmeetails. Oh my god, this is 6 megabytes. Or gigabytes.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Oh
Yes.
my god.
Now you know why it
Yes.
took so long to upload.
I'll
What
put
did
it
you
this
do?
way.
Load the 24th season of South Park in here? What the hell?
I'll put it this way. I've been struggling with memory issues on my C drive for a while now. I had to go back through and pretty much clean my C drive in order to be able to download the files.
And he's
Yeah.
happy for have done it.
I will admit, I did have a lot of crap on the C drive that I needed to get rid of. I desperately need to upgrade.
I need a new computer. Like, I'm gonna have to have one. There is no alternative. But I'm just... A, I don't know anything about computers. And B, more importantly, I'm just like, money is tight. Just can't justify it right now. I gotta do some other stuff first.
Yep, I know that feeling all too well. Otherwise, by
Although,
now I
like-
would have gotten myself that goddamn Livestream 315, which I think I talk about at least 2 times a week with General about.
You might be shortchanging it a little bit.
3 times a week? Daily?
It sounds a little closer. Yeah, daily. Daily.
Hourly?
Hourly.
Actually, every minute has to be mentioned, at least in passing.
Have you told anyone about your latest financial decision that you had me go pick
God.
up?
Oh, no, I didn't. There was a Facebook Marketplace offer for a set of San Juan passenger cars in Bumblebee Yellow in the middle of North Carolina that the price kept dropping on them. And I said, you know what? I really want a set of San Juan passenger cars because, again, the whole goal with my outdoor layout is to have a reflection of the experiences I've had with my grandfather and with other people riding trains. And so with that, it basically became I rode the Silverton with my grandfather 7 or 8 times. I was very lucky to go out there as often as I did. And I need to get back out there again. But
I still haven't been.
we'll make a trip at some point, General.
Field trip.
But there was a set of 5 coaches that were available, and the price kept dropping. And I just said, look, for a whole set of 5, like it's the complete set in Bumblebee Yellow, which is not easy to find, I'll make the investment. Found out where the guy was located, made a deal, and I was like, okay, General, go get him. Basically.
Sick 'em.
Yeah. So General graciously made the trip down to not too far away from him,
Place.
thankfully, and got the stuff and made some good connections with the guy who owned it. So
yeah, the fella who was selling it and his father apparently have been in the business of model trains for a while. I think they do a lot of wheeling and dealing of estates, from what I understood. But apparently they have the collection that they use, that they keep and use themselves, including some rather 10 locomotives in existence in the world type stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we mention the thing they encouraged us to go to?
yes, they highly encouraged us to go to the Steam Over Spencer event in March. So General and I are tentatively planning on going. So that is the first weekend in March. This is not a promise. This is just a we are talking about it sort of thing. So, maybe we'll be there. If we're not, we'll let you know. But if we go, we're bringing our live Steam engines with us. Because I have a live Steam 260, he has a live Steam 260, and maybe by that point I will have a live Steam 315 that I can take with me. But no guarantees on that.
Guarantee.
Yep. I actually may try to sell an engine or two that I have, because I've got a New York Central GP7 that I got off of a friend for not a lot of money, but I really don't. It doesn't fit what I want. So I might. It's G-scale. It's USA Trains.
Talk to me later.
Understood. But may try to cull a little bit from the collection to help. Also, just not have as much as I currently have.
That's kind of about the point I'm at. I think I might start getting rid of some of those locomotives that I have. A lot of the Mammoth ones.
And thank you, Bro Train. It's good to see you again, and good to have you back.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's just realistically, they're fun to watch to go around in a circle on a track, but realistically, I'm probably not gonna do a whole lot of running of them. I'd rather sell them to someone who would actually, use them.
Yeah, General still has 10 locomotives.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Less now, because I've now given 4 of them away.
So I got one.
Stuff.
Midland got one. Where were the other 2?
Toltree got one. And
Flanagan? No.
No, I gave the electric 040 I had to the president of the FEBT.
Oh, cool.
Yes. Andy
There's
mentioned
something
he
to be
wanted one.
There's something to be said for the live Steam stuff that's not big honkin' scale model stuff. Like the Mammoth, and then there's that other brand that makes them. But gosh, now I can't remember what they're called. The primarily English stuff.
Oh, that's
they made the little
Roundhouse.
Roundhouse.
Yeah. I like a lot of their stuff.
Okay.
I've been trying, kind of half trying, but not trying to get a Roundhouse Sandy River Rangeley Lakes number 24 for a while now.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, do you
want
to tell the whole story on that, General?
Okay, so basically, there's been this dude out in Colorado who's had one of these locomotives for sale for about a year now.
Something like that.
So basically, he listed it on eBay, it kind of went through a couple rounds of, he posted it like a starting bid of like, I think $3,000 or something stupid is what he wanted to start the bidding at, which it's not terrible, but it's very high, especially
Yeah.
considering what you can get a new locomotive for. And so I eventually reached out to the guy and like, hey, can we try to make a deal? We went back and forth for a little bit, and essentially I got told to pound sand. And now, over a year later, that same listing is still there. He's dropped the price back down almost to where I had offered him, cash. Well, not cash, but where I made my offer. And I get the feeling it's going to keep dropping down. But I had the opportunity to buy one of those locomotives for like $1,600 in person. Because I went to the Steam Over Spencer event last year, or this year rather, and there was some dude out there that had one. We got to talking, and he said, "Yeah, I'm just not sure if I want to keep this one." Yada yada. Long story short, I got to run it a little bit. We got talking. He gave me a price. I said, "Let me think about it." I thought about it for not very long. Messaged the guy back, and he said, while we were running it, he fell back in love with the locomotive, and he wasn't going to sell it. So,
Bum bum bum.
boo wop. So,
Yep.
yes, trains.
Trains. Meanwhile, there was a dude who actually had an electric AccuCraft K28, the 473. I did message the dude, and I was like, if you are willing to ship it, I will buy. But he's like, no, I really don't want to ship. I'm like, okay, you're lost.
Where was this?
Southern California.
Road
Meanwhile, on, I wonder if it's still up. On the G-Gauge Swap and Shop on Facebook, there was, for at least a little bit, an AccuCraft 3-truck Shay.
Yeah. Hold up. You're maneuvering. Where are you maneuvering to?
I am going back in the yard here.
Okay.
Oh, hey, it's you.
Hey, it's you. Yes. What is that chunky little thing? Oh, that's the 060. Okay.
Yeah, it's a different 060, but it is an 060.
Oh yeah, because the
The real chunk is up at
yeah, I was
What's it
gonna
called?
call it something else, but yes, it's up at Connolly.
yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, these new locomotives in the pack of 21 of them are really nice. I really like them.
Listen,
I know I've said that before, but they're awesome.
I'll just tell you, right? It was a lot of fun watching Luna go from like, I'm gonna do 5 engines to I'm gonna do 10 engines to I'm gonna do 20 engines to I'm gonna do 40 engines. Wait, no, I'd better stick to 20.
Nice.
But it, I really, and we do, and I'm not plugging my own channel or anything, but we do the streams and stuff, and like every week, like we'd run the small, and like they'd be like, I got a new engine. I'm like, I don't need one. I'm trying to keep this playthrough somewhat, like legit. I don't need one. And finally, it was like, well, we just do a stream with it, and we finally did. And then like an hour after that stream was done, they were like, okay, cool. Here's another locomotive. I'm like, do you ever sleep? Like, Jesus Christ.
They will
But
never sleep. Because sleep is for the weak.
Yeah, ever since Lego dropped that component group, where you can load, you can load the different, body pieces and stuff on it, like headlights, pilots, etc. everything's just gotten like way, way, way faster. Because now, like, even though like at the moment you can't move stuff around like you can on the GP38. That's something that's coming, and as soon as that's there, I mean, my God, it's just gonna be nuts. Like talking about other things, Lego's got the diesel sound replacer thing that works just like the Bell mod. So literally all you do is check the files in the mod folder after it gets built, and then just pick what engine sound you want, and you're off to the races.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
While I'm thinking about it, General, can you grab that car that's behind the 2662 and take it to the interchange? The box car that's behind the shop. If you're back here at Whittier.
Oh yeah. Give me a minute. I'm refueling my locomotive.
You're allowed to do that. Apparently, the AccuCraft Shay is still available.
Is it now?
Yeah.
Are you still looking at it?
I wish I had money, but I do not.
I'll give you a solid $10 if that helps.
Just so you know, though, both me and Angry were in agreement. If that was a live steam locomotive, we would have been like, "Hey, you want to go in halvesies?"
And then we would have worked out a joint custody agreement.
Yes, I get every other weekend and holiday. He gets most of the days in the week.
Recheck your DMs there, homie.
Oh, that's me.
Sorry if I don't sound tops, guys. I'm just still getting over the
That's
flu.
right. I do have to send that to you. Let me stop my train before I smash it into the end of this track here.
That would be.
I'll be right.
Advised.
I'll be right back. I gotta go change over laundry.
Yeah, let me get Sam that info here. While I do, thank you again for joining us here. I know it's been a while. I know people were probably like, "Well, Ragtimer's dead," but I do appreciate y'all coming back to see me. And as I said, we'll be back to streaming here fairly regularly. So I hope you'll tune in. And hopefully you'll come along to some more of our adventures, Sam. But yeah, thank you again for kind of holding out, and now I'm back, and we'll see what happens. In the meanwhile, people are asking about what happened with Strange Customs and all that. I completely missed all that drama. I do know that you can still download the latest version of Railloader and Strange Customs that was uploaded by Zamu. It's on their website, but but it's not on Nexus. You have to go on the website for it, which is like railloader.stellatus. It's some like Eastern European website, I think. But
yeah. Honestly, the drama around that and following that's not really worth
yeah, I'm not going to go into it. And yes, it is Bjorn's Sawmill, Mad Anakin.
I like Bjorn's stuff. It's very nice.
Yeah.
It's well laid out.
Well, I was trying to think of like, okay, because we were working before we got live on what mods we would have in here to kind of get us started. And, it was like, okay, we're going to take this one out, but I do want a nice sawmill. And I looked at Bjorn's sawmill and then the yard, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just run with it. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So.
Try that.
Yeah. And so with this save that we're currently on, right now, General Air trying to run it like a normal save. So right now we have Kirkland loading up with coal. We've got the bridge at Ela getting under construction. We do have a passenger train that we do need to run today, and that's currently set up on the side. Midland had run it when we played last night, so as a result, it has a Reading 6 chime because every train that Midland runs has to have a Reading 6 on it. But
Pretty sure it has a Reading paint scheme too.
Yeah, it does. It's Reading Northern 425.
Yeah.
And honestly, we have enough money. We probably could/should buy more logging cars and just get those.
Those sweet,
get more
sweet
of those
logs.
up on the hill. Yeah. Because right now, all the industries are just on tier 1, but you know, we'll eventually move to higher tier levels here. So.
All right. Hey, genuine question. This is something that has bothered me for a little while now. Who wants mildly damp laundry?
I'm sorry.
Nobody that I.
Like, so I just was changing over my laundry, and every time I've had to do it, since I have a modern, somewhat semi-smart dryer, I have to select a dryness level, and it always defaults to slightly damp.
Maybe because they assume that you're old-fashioned, you want to hang it up on the line behind your house. I don't know.
I know somebody
Maybe,
that.
but maybe, but I don't know. It just, I can't imagine what normal circumstance you would go, you know, put clothes in a dryer and be like, ah, yes, I don't want my clothes dryer to dry my clothes. That's silly talk.
Yeah, moist
Crazy.
laundry.
Moist laundry.
And Bro Train is asking, are you going to look at the A&R line? I don't know what the A&R line is that you're referring to.
Hey, is the whistle on this thing set, or can I
You can change it.
modify? Yeah.
I am arriving.
CC and Path will arrive. Press F to pay respects in the chat. No.
That's a nice train you got there.
Be a real shame if something were to happen to it.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and buy us some flats.
Flats.
Or some logging cars, I guess.
Default bell.
I know, right?
I've become a bell snob.
Like, disconnected. Hold on, I'll be back.
Crap, I forget what the normal log flats are that we use. There's so many mods in here now.
Welcome to my world.
That kind of fits.
There it is.
Oh, the
skeleton
bell's not
size.
animated.
On which one?
The L42.
I think that's because it's just got a clapper bug.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, it does. Yeah. Okay, that tracks then.
It's a train. I certainly hope it tracks and not fields.
Boo!
Sorry, that was the best I could come up with.
So
Any
this,
bell on
so what I'm hearing is this is an accurate bell.
You're an accurate bell.
Yeah, basically. What? Where did that? What am I?
Okay, that's hurting my ears. I'm getting rid of that.
Put the E-bell on it. It's spectacular.
I don't know if I see the E-bell. Okay, that actually kind of fits.
Generic 4 1/4.
Well, let's see. There was 8. There's that one.
What needs a doing that I can go and that do?
Either the passenger train or I just spawned in 6 log flats that need to be taken up the hill to the logging camps.
Where are your flats, sir?
In East Whittier.
They're-
Should have just been
they're in
perfect.
I
the
see
yard.
them. There they are. Okay.
You can take this thing that I'm in right now.
The 110 or the
Yeah. Ugh.
boy, that brings back some memories. Holy cow!
I
That
miss the
was-
Switch.
You can put whatever whistle you want on it. I was just thinking around with it.
Let me see if I've got the. Let me see which pack this is.
Hold on. Actually,
Uh,
I need to check to see if there's a certain bell in here.
And Dylan, welcome back. Glad to have you here.
All right, I'll wait till you're done customizing.
There you go.
All right, I'll do that. Let me put something on it that I can make a little bit of music with.
All right, so there is the passenger train. I guess I can.
Yes, the
run
passenger
that
train
real
needs to be
quick.
run. And then at some point, we'll advance time to get us to more tomfoolery here.
Full Tomery.
Yes,
All right, I love full Tomery.
yes.
Going the wrong way, but it's a backing.
Oh boy. So I was just on tour with my orchestra last week, and one of the things that some of the ladies in the group had never heard of was the George Carlin edits of Thomas.
Oh,
And so I showed them that while we were having some drinks after a show, and they absolutely lost it and were just laughing their asses off, and that made me so happy. You know, and if you don't know what I'm looking at, like I want you to Google at home, children, George Carlin Thomas 18 plus, and you'll witness something incredible.
Truly one of the happenings of our time.
Yes, one of the things
it,
that
it
does
really
exist.
is. It is one of the things that exists on the internet, and the internet is better for it.
Yes. But it ended up that the further we drank, they're like, "Oh, play another." So we like every 25 to 30 minutes, they wanted another one of those played, and they were just dying laughing. So, Allie and Hannah, if you're out there and you somehow find this stream, I'm glad you had such a fun memory with that.
Mm.
So, they won't find this stream though.
That's what you think.
Only the real OGs know.
Yeah. All right, let's get these cars all switched out. I guess we should also probably kind of show off what engines we have here. Once I do the switching, I'll kind of show you what engines we have on the railroad right now. Some of them, I will admit, we kind of cheesed in to get started, but the rest of them we're all
You didn't
buying
have
normally
to
and
do that.
kind of going from there. So,
You didn't have to tell them that.
well, too bad that they now know our dirty little secrets. That's just a secret between us, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
I forgot that was here.
And see, this is what makes me nervous, is General will cackle like that, and then you're like, what is he referring to? What is he thinking of? And it's either really funny or you're like, oh, no.
Yeah, where are you at?
Whittier proper.
Give me a few minutes.
I am sneaking my way out onto the main line to do a maneuver and go up Connolly.
Nice.
On my way. I'm on my way. Oh
I'm
God.
going to attempt
What was
to
that?
maneuver through the yard. What?
Oh God. What was that?
What was what?
Never mind. I'm gonna get up Connolly before shenanigans ensue,
Oh, boy.
and I die violently in a tornado.
I don't know what you're referring to, so I'm going to assume it's not something I did.
I don't know. It makes me nervous now.
Well,
Well, while C-Sam is trying to get out of here, I will say, for those of you in the stream, if you do want to see more Railroader or if there's other games you want to see me play again, let me know in the comments. Shoot me a message. The Discord server is still active. Barely. It's been hanging on by a thread, but people have been joining. And I promise I'll start paying a little more attention to that here. So, definitely let me know what stuff you guys want to see. Obviously, people kind of know me from my train content. So I'll continue to have that as a main focus. But, you'll see plenty of other stuff here as we go. And I need to kick that car out of the way.
Oh, I do not need to hit that switch at 30. That would be bad.
Hours behind, there isn't time to fret. Keep knocking at the fire door. Don't give up yet.
Supermarket Simulator, you want cabbages.
I like Fast Food Sim.
We do need to play that again.
I really like Fast Food Sim.
We need to get like 6 people together for that so we actually have a full crew.
I think there's a mod that actually removes the player cap limit.
I think you were the one who told me about that, actually.
Was I?
I think so.
I don't remember, man. It's been a long summer.
There's been a lot that's happened this year. I had a girlfriend for a
feel-
little
Yeah.
bit. Then she dumped me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Went back into therapy. That's been helpful. Get therapy, kids. It's not a stigma. Get therapy. It'll help you out. What else? And now
can hear it
General is
from
laughing
here.
about. Oh God, what's?
Oh no!
Hold on.
Oh no!
Hold on.
Oh, should I hold
Get
somewhere? Or should I
away.
be?
I'm trying. I'm trying to get out of the way. I don't want that anywhere near me.
I'm very afraid right now, chat. I just
You
want y'all to
should be.
know.
You should be terrified.
Oh God, I'm in the wrong engine. I don't want to ruin it yet.
Problem is my stuff's jumping all over the place, so I can't. Having to creep through the switch so I don't accidentally derail.
Don't worry about it.
Does Angry know that 4014 is going coast to coast? Yes. I have heard of the RV game. I've also heard of Contraction or Contraction. What the hell is it? Bandit actually told me not to play it because it was kind of broken and kind of hard to deal with. But
I'll tell you a good one. One that I've had a lot of fun playing is Station Master RPG.
I'm sorry. What is that, Horde?
Hold on.
Hold on. I'm going to pause the music here because I don't know what I just heard. Oh, God. Stop, General, stop. Oh, God. Okay. Nope. 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 Not on my railroad.
Not on my good Christian Minecraft server.
Yes, exactly. Nope, nope, nope. Turn that off. I don't want to get demonetized here, sir.
I forgot that was a thing until just now.
I'm going to. Nevada County Rail fan wants to see Fast Food Simulator. We will make that happen at some point here.
In my defense,
where
I
do
was
you-
looking for a rating 6.
Where?
There's only like 8 of them you can choose from, or 10 of them. I don't know how you couldn't find that and went with that freaking thing.
I just want to say,
I got distracted. What is that?
Is that like an alien laser sound effect? Like what the hell? Oh my God! Is that the bird? Is that it literally
It
going?
is the bird.
Oh my God! I'm terrified now. This is what happens, kids, when you don't play games for a while and you come back and... Is that off New Hope and Ivyland 40?
Not sure. Doesn't label it. Kind of sounds like it, though.
It does sound like... I've ridden... No, that's... No, that's Strasbourg 90.
Is it?
Yeah, that's Strasbourg 90.
Where do you want these log cars to go? Does it matter which one?
Doesn't matter which one.
All right, I'll tag them all for 2 then.
Okay. No mockingbird whistle,
weird.
please. Never a
The
mockingbird whistle.
mockingbird, the mockingbird would be cool if you had control of the other slider.
Somebody, it
It
was
would
probably
be.
Flanagan knowing anything. Flanagan probably sent me a link to them actually using the mockingbird on cast this summer, and it just made my ears want to bleed.
I mean, that's just the Mockingbird.
I think they're neat.
They are neat. I do think the did you guys see that video that Heist just recently put out about the Atlantic Coast 6 chime?
Yes, I love that video.
I do too. Ooh, that one sounds a little funky, but that's a very pretty whistle. I need more of that in my life. I need more Atlantic Coast appreciation in my life.
Yes, especially Atlantic Coast 6s.
Yes. Oh.
And Jared Games, welcome. Glad to have you here for the first stream. Did you see the video of the DDA 40X pulling a passenger train out west? I have no idea what that is, so the answer is no.
The big 8-axle UP monster diesel thing. It's like 2 SD40, whatever, shoved
The answer
together.
is still no. But, and JSJ's gifting memberships.
Hooray.
There's a lot of EBT 15 right now. Oh boy.
Very surprised they didn't put that one on there.
What, EBT 15's whistle?
No, there's actually a recording from Reading and Northern 425.
Maybe he didn't like it as much.
Well, the one he had on it was just the default Reading 6.
Yeah. The only thing I'm disappointed in is there is a whistle in here in the pack that we're using that is supposedly of EBT 15, but it's not the same whistle. It's like a very crunchy, off version of it.
Well,
Yeah, it's a
You
Baldwin
do have
3,
this-
but
you do have this one. Oh, you're not here anymore.
there's far too many gray names in the chat. Well, thank you, JSJ. Like, I always tell people this. Well, I shouldn't say always because I've been like not streaming for months. But I will say, obviously, if you guys decide you want to super chat or gift memberships or anything like that, it's greatly appreciated. You don't have to do that, especially with how the current situation is in the U.S. No political comment, but take care of yourself first. If you decide you want to do something fun, I won't say no, but make sure to take care of yourself, and I'm certainly appreciative of it because it does help me out greatly. Oh, that's where it's going. Huh. How do I get there? Turntable. Got it. Okay.
How the turns have tabled.
Yes.
Tonight, how the
Yes.
table turned.
Yes. I'll also add. No, we'll still use the turntable. Why not? Oh God. Yeah, I forgot. EBT 17's whistles in here. Old Squeaky.
They don't get the squeak because the squeak only happens when you really, really pull it.
Yeah,
down.
it's not exactly modeled correctly, but it's close enough for government work. But yeah. But anyways, if you do decide you do want to join as a channel member, I will try to have some exclusive streams or exclusive stuff for channel members again. If you want to join, go ahead. If you don't want to join, don't worry. And if you are watching this on Twitch, or if you do have Twitch and you have Amazon Prime, you are automatically gifted a free membership each month through Amazon Prime for a Twitch follow. And if you do that, it doesn't cost you anything, but it does help me. So that is my shameless plug in case you decide you want to. Yeah. Basically, it's literally Zoidberg. Why not Ragtimer? So, but thank you again for the support. I mean, I know I've been gone a while. I've been quiet. People have not heard anything from me. My life's been kind of interesting.
Search parties were out.
Not shit show, but yeah, it wasn't a shit show, but it's been interesting. I will say the ex-girlfriend tolerated trains very well. I will give her that.
I got a story to tell on that front.
Uh-oh.
So my partner moved all the way to my area, and we're talking a 700-800 mile move so that we can be together. And we loaded up in the Go Fast car and proceeded west to Chattanooga. And we got there, and we were going to go do Rock City and all that stuff. And we got there a little early, and I was like, "Hey, you want to go see the Choo Choo Hotel?" They were like, "Yeah, sure," you know, but because they're big into trains. I have made that happen. So walked in, and I can hear a steam whistle, and I'm like, "Oh, look, they're playing train sounds through the speakers for ambiance. That's cool." And then kept hearing it, and I was like, "Wait a minute, it's Saturday. That's 4501." So we were unable to chase it on the way out, but we waited around for like 2 hours, and they were an hour late getting back from Somerville. But we did get to see 4501. We got to see it climb the Beltline, and now my partner is thoroughly a dyed-in-the-wool steam fan.
Excellent.
So watching that might take 1,000 tons or whatever up that hill. Yeah.
That's
I
awesome.
actually have a picture of 4501. I think from Revenue Days that my parents' neighbor's uncle took. It's a big black and white photo. I have it hanging on my wall, like right behind me.
I need to see that.
I don't know. I can't say for certain if it's in Revenue or not. But it's sitting in. I think it looks kind of like it was sitting in Bryson Yard or something like that.
Well, the thing is, the Murphy, they never took the MSs or any of the mics west of Addy. But it's very possible that it could be somewhere on the Murphy to the east.
It might be. I can't tell you. I think he might have wrote down where he took it on it. I need to look at it again. I'm gonna quickly set this to auto, and I'm gonna go look at that photo. I'll be right back.
Yeah, Bro Train. I also heard the Reading 2-1's coming along nicely. Obviously, if you heard about the guys from Silvis, they're doing a lot of stuff with the Challenger. Like, I think they just put the cab floor back in, I think I read.
Yeah.
East Broad Top 16's running well. I shouldn't say that because it's currently not running because we're waiting for Christmas trains. But 16 did a good job for us in the fall, and I've had the pleasure of being a brakeman again on the trains, so I had a few days out there, and I've gotten a lot more comfortable with shove moves and coupling and switching and
Good,
going through
good.
those steps. So it's like I actually am railroader now. Not that I wasn't before,
Good.
but when you're actually riding on the back of an 82-ton locomotive's tender and doing the couple and actually getting the air hoses right after not doing that for like 2 years or 3 years. It's like, okay, back in the saddle. And I've had a couple of really good teachers who have been, I don't want to use the word patient with me because that's not the right word, but they've been very accommodating and being like, you want to do this? Okay, let's do it. So
That's the best kind of people.
Sam, I put it in this server.
Okay, 1 second. Let's see.
It's in Real Train.
Did you really just take a picture of what's on your wall?
Yes.
I mean, I'm not blaming you. I'm not like saying dumbass. But,
He
like,
said he wanted to see the photo.
no, I just was
So
like,
I took a picture of the photo.
yeah.
That is excursion service,
Is it excursion?
and it's green in that picture.
Yeah.
So
They were
it's-
green?
Yeah.
They were green.
So if you look above the southern emblem on the side of the cab, you can see the initials TVRM. And if that tender is the... So I forget what year, but they got a former... And this is why that tender is so hard to figure out. It's a former Central of Georgia tender that came off a 210-2 that the Central of Georgia themselves bought from the Illinois Central. That tender is the modern one that it currently runs with. Its original was much shorter. Much shorter.
I'm sorry to get your hopes up then.
No, I get my hopes up. Anytime I get
It's
to
always
see
the Southern.
4501, that's anytime 4501 is seen, that just makes me happy. It's just a well-proportioned, well-rounded machine.
All right.
Thanks for sharing that.
We're going to go ahead and we're going to take the M2 just
Yeah.
because I want to run it a little bit. But I'm going to put a beefy or whistle on it.
Like I said,
Uh,
the neighbor told the story secondhand, and I don't know if he quite got the full details from his uncle when he originally got it.
Oh yeah, it's still a neat, a very nice picture to have.
It's still a very old picture. I'd say.
Oh,
I
yes.
don't know if it'd be 50s or 60s, maybe.
No, it'd be somewhere between the 70s or the 80s on up. Actually, well, you know what? We might be able to dig.
Hey, I found a bug.
Did you?
Find a bug?
I found a bug. The
Ladders don't
tender,
work.
the tender on the M2 does not have the logos for the Great Northern on them.
They might not have been bundled up correctly. He might have also left those out for legal reasons. I don't know.
Well, it is now a proud suffering Southern engine. All right, we're going to make a quick field trip down the line with the M2 to run it a little bit.
Dang, they
We're
took
going to
their
take it up to
sweet time
Kirkland
getting
and
off
kind of show you what we have right now. So again, right now, Whittier, primarily just a giant-ass sawmill area, decent-sized yard, and then we've decided we're not going to run to Silva. We're just going to have East Whittier act as our yard here. So we're primarily going to eventually have trains running between here and Nonhala. But,
General.
Yeah.
It got its new tender in 1969.
So probably, if it's not 69, then it is definitely 70s, I'd say.
70s or 80s, yeah. It's somewhere in there. It's still old, though.
Yeah.
That really baffles... I feel older every time I talk about stuff like that, because it's like, oh... It happened in the 90s. Yeah, that was 35 years ago now. Then I feel old.
I feel old too, and then I remember, oh wait, I'm still not that old.
And
Back
here I
in
am
my
feeling
day-
more and more ancient. No.
Back in my day, we didn't have all these cellular phones and chap snaps and talk
Chap
ticks.
snap. Chap
Yeah.
snapped.
I'm gonna quote you on that. All right, so here we are at Whittier proper. We don't have like the Whittier, like the Grizz mods of Whittier populated or stuff. We have none of that running, just to hopefully cut back on some of the stuff.
I just thought of something. Is this bridge site stuff ready to go? No.
I'm sneaking back over to the yard.
Okay, I'm gonna run up to
Skirt.
Kirkland probably, and then since it is almost 10 o'clock, we'll just have this space. It's like our little
Is it
intro
actually?
stream. It is 10 o'clock.
I need to go to bed because I have to be up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I will run this back to Whittier, and probably by the time that happens, you'll be up here, I guess.
Yes. Also, apparently, news out of Heber. Apparently, they ran a dome car for the first time in the railroad's history there.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, they ran CB&Q Dome Silver Scene with some of the other equipment,
Huh.
including a Pensy car, which I'm assuming came off the Norfolk and Western's executive train.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's a shame that train got broken up. That was such a pretty office car train, you know that?
Yeah.
I told you I got to see that train when it was actually in service, right?
Yes, because you ran into it by accident one day, right?
Yeah. Have you heard that story, C-Sam?
No, I haven't.
So, I went to college at University of South Carolina, which is in the armpit of Columbia. So, Columbia, South Carolina is of course the state's capital, but it's a massive, massive railroad hub. That being said, it's also an old city. So, the university being old and the city being old, the university kind of, as it expanded, kind of had to stick stuff where it could, or
Right.
where it could find empty buildings. Also, Angry, are you heading this way right now?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I'll wait for you here then. So as a result, the school that I was going to, which was the engineering school, was all the way at the bottom of the hill, like a mile away from the main campus. And there was a couple rail lines that were all around and all that sort of stuff. So that means that any time I had to go to any of like the non-engineering classes, I had to book it a mile uphill in like 20 minutes or whatever, however much time I had.
Right.
So one day I am going uphill. Oh, you're right there. And I'm not really paying attention. I'm just kind of, thinking about school and stuff. And I hear something. I'm like, huh, that sounds like a locomotive. I look over, and just the whole ass executive train is sitting on the tracks, like not even 100 yards from the crossing. Just sitting there idling. And matter of fact, hold on. I got the photos still. Let's see how far back this goes. Yeah, how old are these photos?
Uncle Wick's Express there was a mighty pretty train.
Yes.
It was a very, very pretty train.
I will be probably talking with Uncle Wick here in the next few weeks. Hooray for him being on the board.
He's an excellent human being.
Yes, he is. Although he told me I looked old last time I saw him.
I
Wow.
could, when the stream is over, I can tell you some choice things that Wick has said away from the crowds.
Well, no, he said this to be in a crowd.
Oh. Yeah, that's Wick for you.
He's like, hey, you got a lot of gray in your beard now. I'm like, yeah, I feel ancient. He's like, no, you're not as old as me. And I told him how old I was. He's like, oh, dear God, and just walks away.
Jeez.
I was like, I just got insulted by Wick Mormon. I'm like, what the crap? Like,
there you go, C-Sam, by the way.
Yeah, look at him. Man, that's all 4 of them, too. You good.
Yeah. It was the full ABB set. Or ABBA set.
Mamma mia, here he goes again.
I really, really hate that they gave up on that. Because that's just such a that was such a cool flex, especially for like a modern railroad. Because you just don't hear of like any modern railroads really keeping like a full-blown passenger set, let alone just a full-on executive train.
You know, what's really funny about it is so they got rid of them, and the problem that they've run into is that every time they've tried to run an executive set, like for whatever reason they don't, the gearing or whatever's wrong with them, so now they've painted a specific unit just to do executive stuff. And I can't remember what type it is, if it's like an SD60 or a 70 or whatever, but I looked at it and it looks like a reverse of one of CSX's heritage units because it's black in the rear, but the nose of it, you know, the rebuild bonnet units that Norfolk Southern were, like the front's yellow and blue and red.
Yeah.
And like the back,
Yeah.
it looks like that, but the front end is in like N&W maroon with gold. They haven't unveiled it yet, but it's, I'm like, yeah, you guys did that. Could you just maybe, I don't know, keep the Fs? That would have been cool.
Well, that's
But-
the thing is they weren't really even Fs at that point. They were like fully modern internals. They spent so much money upgrading those.
I mean, at least they went to good homes. Andy got one half, and then the Aberdeen, Carolina, and Western, I think, got the other ones. Or
It sounds right.
it's a same railroad that it's the same railroad that took that AC-60 and turned it into a bar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Love that train.
Yay.
Yeah. Like, yay, we got a. Like, yay, we have an AC 6000 in preservation, and it serves alcohol. This is excellent.
This is the best way to preserve all trains. Oh, and look, Aspen's here. Hello, Aspen.
Hello, Aspen.
You can tell it's an aspen because of the way it is.
You can tell it's an aspen because it looks like an aspen tree.
Yes.
Yes.
And Mad James, welcome. Unfortunately, you're all kind of catching the end of the stream here. We're going to check out Kirkland and see what's up here and then probably call it for the night. But we will stream again, whether it's this weekend, whether it's sometime later this week. I don't know. TBD. But the easiest way to see when we do stream, because we will be doing a lot more Railroader and other games, is to subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Join the Discord. We will try to have the Discord reactivated and doing some stuff. Subscribe, follow on Twitch or YouTube or whatever. And for those who are still channel members, which I'm surprised y'all stuck around, but thank you for the support. It does mean a lot, and it does help the Ragtimer with many a thing. But here we are approaching Kirkland in all of its glory. I do like the pond and the dam up here now. It is a nice
looks nice.
addition. And obviously adding all the facilities up here with coal and water is all really nice too.
Riker did a good one.
Yep. We do have a switcher up here. We have the big honkin' switcher up here.
Oh yes,
It's
the rotund gentleman.
Yes.
It's not the banana train, it's the plantain train.
Yeah. Oh wait, that's right. I have to move that engine back because I forgot that I was doing switching with it before we got here.
Yeah, it's just kind of stuck down there at the end.
Yeah, I'm gonna go move it. So M1 you can hold here, or M2. I'm sorry. Damn it! I'm so programmed. Damn M1,
M1
stupid
hold
broad
short.
top.
Yeah. M1 hold short of
Goddamn,
the
these
switch.
broad top bullshit. Yeah.
There's so many engines in Luna's pack that half the time I forget something exists, and then I look at it and go, "Oh, that's nice. Oh, right, that one. Forgot about that one."
Yeah, this is the one we're talking about. Big, chonkin' 060.
The boiler diameter of that is bigger than the Mikado that I'm running, or that I was running earlier.
I seem to remember what that was based on. I'll have to. I don't remember. Luna told me, and then it just, like everything else, it just kind of went over my head.
Did you ever drop those photos that I gave you of the really kind of neat looking 442 or 244 thing to them?
Wait, who are you talking to?
See, Sam?
Oh.
I probably did. I have to look.
The old New York Central.
Yeah,
suburban
that
tank
one.
Thing.
Yeah, I did.
I'm not saying that I want it, but it's. I just think it's neat.
It just seems so silly with such a big, fat boilered engine just lumbering around in a yard.
It's an iron
Hey,
ore
yo,
shifter,
dog.
or whatever it was.
That would do it then.
Yo, dog, I heard you needed steam pressure, so I just gave you the world's thickest boiler.
I'm sure this engine was just saturated, it wasn't superheated, but if it was, goddamn.
Does it have slide valves?
It's slide valves.
So it probably was saturated, yeah.
Yeah, it's Pittsburgh and Lake Erie. It's a Pittsburgh and Lake Erie locomotive.
Ah, that would do it.
Our saturated steam locomotive is not powerful enough. What do you think? What should we do? Just give it the biggest boiler you can possibly fit on the frame.
Production stop timbers. But you have timbers.
Yeah, it's probably the car. I'll tell you about it after stream.
Okay.
Kirkland sometimes does not like modded timber cars, but that can be fixed with utilities and sandbox.
Oh, is it still not loading cars though?
Correct.
Ugh.
We'll fix that off stream here in a moment. But we're going to go ahead and put number 1 away in the engine house here. But it is such a cool locomotive. Okay, so it's not an isolated problem. Okay, cool.
No, it's not an isolated problem.
Cool.
Am I gonna clear that? Yes. Okay.
Yep. All right, so as we pull the engine in the in-house, thank you again for tuning in and joining us here for the return of Ragtimer and streaming. We'll be doing this more. And thank you again for General and CSAM for joining us here. And we'll see what happens here in the future. So
The Ragtimer rides again.
yes, for better or for worse, the
yeah.
Ragtimer rides again. So thank you for joining.
Sounds like a friend.
Have a great night, and we'll see you all. Oh, about to hit someone. Oh, God. Well, I just ran over a man.
Missed me.
Acceptable casualties.
Okay, he lives. We're good. All right. We'll see everyone. Bye.
We don't have insurance.
Please don't sue.